themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And a catch made by Hopkins. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. And even 50 yards. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Sammy Watkins, the intended target.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze. Because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, Week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush. Passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
On 1st down, it's Williams. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. Mahomes now, only one pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Williams. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. 62 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm... a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And they're able to get the connection on the long touchdown pass. And that's one of the easiest drive summaries you'll ever see. One play, touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now here's Mahomes. Give him 15 yards on that one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Dunn breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it with Williams. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touch. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Robinson's got it. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert it? And this will be a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the 2nd half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the 2nd half.
It's a short kick here, fielded at the 20.